Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. The NBA Conference Championship predictions. You know, we got the Eastern Conference Championships, we have the Western Conference Championships coming up. And tomorrow we have a game on Tuesday and we have a game on Wednesday. Tuesday game will be the Celtics and Pacers. And then on Wednesday game will be, of course, the Mavericks and Timberwolves. So we're going to see some great matchups. But let's start off first by talking about the wins that happened, yesterday. You see, of course, the Knicks playing against the Pacers. The Knicks was a banged up team. A lot of teams been banged up, throughout the whole entire Eastern Conference, especially. A lot of banged up teams, and the Knicks was banged up. And they got in the hole real quick, kind of early on, for the Pacers. The Pacers put 39 points in the first quarter, and then you see the Pacers kind of like just dominating them. They was about 15 points about at halftime, and then the Knicks kind of cut it down to like it was 7 or 8. It was around that type of score. It was like only an 8-point deficit, but then after that, the Pacers turned it up. Tyrese Halliburton was going crazy. Everybody on the team, I think he had like 6 players in double digits. So like when you get that, you're like, okay, you can't win that way. And they shot 67% from the field as well, which is amazing too. So the Pacers went out there and just dominated. It kind of reminded me of the Miami Heat. Remember that the team like last year Heat that was doubted, and when they went to Boston in Game 7 on the road, they just dominated. They shot like perfect, almost from the 3-point line and from the field goal. From field goal percentage as well, like that. They had like amazing just showcase of shooting, and the Pacers yesterday was just hitting everything. And most of the plays, some of the plays they were kind of open on because the Knicks was doing a poor job in closing out, but some of the stuff they were just hitting them. And I feel like Tom Thibodeau, I know he was trying to utilize those guys a lot because of the injury that happened, but he kind of overplayed his guys. He kind of ran those guys to the ground and overplayed those guys who were playing heavy minutes, a lot of heavy minutes, and it kind of caught up to them in the end. But the Knicks had a good run. Last year got eliminated in the second round by the Heat in 6. This year they got eliminated in 7 to the Pacers. They have a nice core team, but they got to stay healthy. Got to find a way to stay healthy. But we're going to see the Pacers in the conference championship for the first time since 2014. And the first time, the last time it was there, that's when, of course, the Heat and the Pacers had on big time battles used to have. So they haven't been to the conference championships in quite some time. So it's very interesting to see how it's going to turn out. A lot of people already counting them out already. Saying the Celtics going to win pretty easily and stuff, but you never know what can happen. We've seen crazy things happen. We've seen the 8 seed Heat team last year do it. We've seen the, of course, the Pistons. Remember the Pistons in 2003, and people was doubting them and stuff like that. I think 2003, 2004, or one of those years, when they won the championship with Chauncey Billups and undrafted Ben Wallace, who's one of the best undrafted players, if not the best undrafted player in basketball history. You see all these different players and different key pieces. The Pacers got a little formula. They got Tyrese Halliburton. They have, of course, a Miles Turner. They have Pascal Siakam and all the pieces around them too as well. Young guys who are stepping up, making a name for themselves. So they could be a team that can go in there. You never know what could happen. I always say when you're going in to play a team, especially on the road, you have to find a way to win one on the road. But the best one to try to win is the first one. Because you go in there and you punch them in their mouth and then win that first game, it kind of turns the tide and kind of get people thinking a little bit, okay, it puts a little pressure on the other team. But even if you lose that second game, you still come back home with the home court advantage. So the Pacers got to find a way to win that first game. We're going to see what happens, but it's going to be a very tough series. We're going to see how the Celtics and the Pacers match up against each other. Celtics is a very good team, of course. It hurts me saying this, I'm a Heat fan, but Celtics is a very good team. Amazing team, Jason Tatum, amazing player. Jaylen Brown as well. They have Drew Holiday. Chris Porzingis might be back for this series, maybe, but they really don't need him, really. So we're going to see how things kind of pan out a little bit. I think the Celtics are better defensively than the Pacers. The Pacers have a great offense. They've been putting up a lot of points. They can score with the best of them. So I think the Pacers are going to find a way to stay on par in scoring. But Celtics defense and physicality could sway that away. The Knicks play physical with the Pacers too as well. And we've seen the Pacers still overcome that. So we'll see how things pan out. But they gotta try to find a way to win that first one. They try to win that first one in Boston, try to stun the crowd a little bit and get some momentum on their side. It might change some things up. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick probably the Celtics to win this one. I don't know what amount of games it's gonna be. I'm gonna pick the Celtics to win this one. The Celtics kind of built this team up, the structured team up. They gotta win this one. They have to. This is Celtics. I think like their 5th or 6th conference championship appearance. They only won one conference championship before their whole time being with Jason Tatum. I think this is his 5th time here. I think so. The one with the Cavs. The one with the Cavs. What's it do? Not this one. It was the other one too. The Heat ones a few times, 3 times. Yeah, this is 6th one. Yeah, so this is 6th time being here. So they only got past this mark one time. So they gotta find a way to get past this. And if they do get to the finals, they gotta find a way to win. I hope not. I hope no team in the East win. Only team in the East I want to win is my Heat. But from the standpoint of looking the biasness out, You know, I think the Celtics got to find a way to win. It's like championship or bust for them this year, so they got to find a way to go out there and win. So it's gonna be interesting to see what goes on in that series. But moving on to the next, series that's happening in the other conference, which is of course the Timberwolves and the Mavericks. That's an interesting matchup. You know, there's a lot of young players, young stars emerging. Anthony Edwards versus Luka Doncic. They got Kyrie Irving as well, Rudy Gobert, Karl-Anthony Towns, all these big names in this series right here. PJ Washington is stepping up big time as well for the Mavericks. The last series, he stepped up big time, hitting big shot after big shot. Derrick Jones, airplane mode, the former Heat, you know, that won the dunk contest, stepping up big time, big clutch shot he hit against the I forgot their name. The Thunder. You see, the Thunder was a good team too. They did their best they could. Try to get up there. They have a young core. They're gonna be good for years. But that big shot that Derrick Jones hit, that little turnaround, little fader, I was like, okay, Derrick Jones hit Washington, the clutch free throws he made, and the way he played. So they kind of been playing very good. And Mavericks been playing real good. And it's their first, I think it's their second Western Conference Championship appearance in like 3 years, right? Because I think last year missed the playoffs, but the year before that they lost to the Warriors in 5. You know, the Warriors beat them down. But I think they're gonna go out there and make some things happen. So I think most likely this series go to distance. Now I'm gonna have a number on this one. I'm gonna pick the Timberwolves to win this one because of their size advantage. They have the Naz Reid, who's 6'10" plus, who can stretch the floor, who can play inside and in the paint. Who can get rebounds for you and guard. They got Rudy Gobert as well, who can guard interior of the paint as well. And they have Karl-Anthony Towns, who can do some things too on the defensive side. Anthony Edwards. So they have a nice defensive team. I think they're the #1 ranked defensive team. So they have like size against the Mavericks. The Mavericks gonna probably play their small ball style, which is very good for them. You know, like in the offensive side, but rebounds might be the determination of this game. Like the legendary Pat Riley used to say, no rebounds, no rings. So I feel like rebounding gonna be a big thing in this series right here. I think the Timberwolves should dominate the glass and make things happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Luka and Kyrie Irving with their heroics pull this off. PJ Washington, he's been stepping up too as well. Ivy, the young rookie center. A power forward center type. They're stepping up too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled it off. But I think this go to distance to 7. I don't think the Timberwolves to 7, but I feel like this game. That's why this series is going to distance. These teams are very talented. They got offensive paralysis. They got the defensive guys as well. Most likely you're gonna see probably, I say a PJ Washington, Derrick Jones. You know, guys who have long arms. You know, and like very athletic, who can go up there and contest. You know, Anthony Edwards. They probably guarding Anthony Edwards most of the time, so we're probably gonna see that in different matchups like that. And we're gonna see what happens. And Luka probably gonna be guarded. Actually, maybe Anthony Edwards might be guarding Luka. Probably, most likely. I think so. He may be guarding like Luka and like Kyrie, kind of mixing it up a little bit. So most likely gonna be kind of a little mixture of things. So we'll see how things shape out. But hey, it's gonna be a nice series for both teams, both sides. You know, the Western Conference, Eastern Conference. Imagine we get like a Pacers Timberwolves finals. That'd be something you can never even thought of in your life. Like you never thought you'd ever see. A Mavericks Celtics finals would sell a lot of tickets. You know, those big names they have there, like that, they'll sell a lot of tickets too. But we don't know who's gonna make it there. It can be any type of match. It can be the Timberwolves and Pacers. It can be the Mavericks and Pacers, Mavericks and Celtics, Celtics and Timberwolves. We don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna see what happens, you know, tomorrow and then the next day, then, you know, the next few weeks, and see how these series end up. And I'm gonna let you guys know and keep you guys updated on my thoughts on the series and my reviews and takes. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.